Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Elite Wrestling World. I am your host GhostSaad. Thank you guys for joining me right here for AEW Collision post-show review. So, very good card announced for tonight. Willow Nightingale defending the Women's World Championship against Maya World. We will see two quarterfinal matches in the Continental Challenge Cup. Kyle O'Reilly versus Orange Cassidy, and also we will see Claudio Castagnoli versus Daniel Garcia replacing the injured Eddie Kingston, who is not medically cleared to compete. So Garcia will take his place in the quarterfinal match. So plenty to look forward. Let's get dive into it and talk about that. So we started off Collision with the quarterfinal match between Orange Cassidy and Kyle O'Reilly. O'Reilly offered a fist pump at the start. Orange put his sunglasses on Kyle. They began with mat exchange for the first few minutes of the match. Technical exchange were fun and an example that Orange can keep up with any style of work out there. Cassidy has a funny spot shimming out of a waist lock, then hit an arm drag with his hands in his pockets. So these two exchanging few little comedy spots here. We see Orange and O'Reilly start exchanging snap suplexes, getting a pop from the crowd for each suplex. Both men collapsed to the opposite corners after the next set of suplexes, fist pumped and then started exchanging strikes. Cassidy went for the stun dog millionaire. O'Reilly immediately countered into an armbar. O'Reilly tried for the ankle lock. Cassidy escaped. Guillotine choke applied by O'Reilly. Cassidy hit a Michinoku driver and a tornado DDT for a very close 2 count. O'Reilly hit an STO sunset flip. Cassidy rolled back, hit the PK, went for the beach break, but O'Reilly grabbed the ankle and applied the ankle lock. Cassidy rolled him up. O'Reilly immediately countered into an ankle lock again and scissored the legs, leading to Cassidy immediately tapping out to the submission. And Kyle O'Reilly defeated Orange Cassidy in a very good opening match on Collision. This was an excellent opening match. Cassidy and O'Reilly having a great technical wrestling match and pretty much like the ending as well. So O'Reilly qualifying for the semi-finals in the Continental Challenge Cup. Nigel McGuinness with Renee backstage talking about his win against Hechicero. Ospreay came in looking for the ice for his back. Ospreay talked about how McGuinness was one of his favorites of all time, that he had faith McGuinness could win the C3. Ospreay said that he had more confidence in McGuinness than himself, and McGuinness said that was the problem. He said that Ospreay has a chance to do something that all the kids watching before him and after him dream of doing, winning the world title in England, and that he needed to go into Wembley and win the title. So this was a very good backstage segment between two native British wrestlers, and it's going to be fantastic to see if Nigel goes to the final at Wembley. Next up is the 5-minute elimination challenge for Divine Dominion. This was one-sided destruction, opening with Win hitting a German suplex on both opponent at the same time. They mocked Jimmy Hitter and Alex Windsor and hit 2 birds 1 stone before hitting the Divine Dominion for the victory. So women's tag champions standing tall with strong 5-minute elimination challenge and hyping up the women's tag titles match against Brawling Birds at All In. We got the video of Jack Perry confronting Stuart Strickland after his loss to Moxley, and they announced that Strickland versus Perry for the next AEW Dynamite at Scotland, Glasgow next Wednesday. So it's going to be a fantastic singles match between Jack Perry and Stuart Strickland for the first time on Dynamite. Pretty much looking forward to that as well. Next up is another quarterfinal match of the Continental Challenge Cup, Claudio versus Daniel Garcia. Garcia cut a nice little inset promo on Claudio during the entrances. Claudio took Garcia down with some powerful wrestling. Garcia tried to counter into submissions, but Claudio powered out and forced Garcia to the apron. We saw Garcia went to the other side but was far too casual as Claudio came flying into the camera shot with a brutal European uppercut. Claudio dragged Garcia back over, hit some chops and started beating on Garcia with strikes in the corner. We saw Garcia refused to give in though and was soon going for submissions on Claudio, including trying the Dragon Tamer. Claudio was not down and out, though managing to lock on a sharpshooter. Garcia slapped Claudio and Claudio tore off Garcia's boot to attack the ankle and did a giant swing or the bad ankle before hitting a huge European uppercut for a very close 2 count. Claudio responded to a slap with a brutal European uppercut, double stomp, deadlift powerbomb, sharpshooter with a twist on the injured ankle to finally get the submission victory and qualifies for the semi-final. What a fun match this was. Garcia was fired up to prove himself against one of his mentors. Claudio looked like one of the most dangerous wrestlers in the world, kept taking all the punishment and finding a way to win. That was a great match. And Claudio qualifies for the semi-finals in the Continental Challenge Cup. We get the announcement of the semi-final matches. Tony and Ian Riccoboni announced the next 2 matches in the C3. Kyle O'Reilly versus Nigel McGuinness and Jon Moxley versus Claudio Castagnoli. This is going to be a fantastic semi-final lineup, and pretty much looking forward to that as well. Next up is Hurt Syndicate and Lee Moriarty in trios action. Shelton Benjamin suplexed O'Neil right away and then tagged in Lashley, snubbing Moriarty. Lashley and Benjamin proceeded to murder the enhancement talent, including Lashley hitting a giant spear. Lashley tagged in Moriarty with a slap, and then Hurt Syndicate left like they did in last week's 8-man tag match. And Moriarty locked in the Border City stretch to get the victory. So again, we are seeing this alliance, but maybe we are getting a feud between these 2 factions. So let's see what happens. Shane Taylor grabbed the mic, said greatness looks like Lee Moriarty being the ROH Pure Wrestling Champion for nearly 2 years, and they are going to show that they are the greatest trio in AEW, offering an open challenge. And we see Jay White and Bang Bang Gang answered this open challenge. Next up, we saw Shane Taylor Promotions versus the Bang Bang Gang trios match. Jay White started the match with Carly Bravo chopping him, tagging out to Colton Gunn. Bravo shoved Gunn back to the corner. STP triple teamed. Bravo tagged out to Sean Dean, hitting a series of double team moves. We saw Carly Bravo and Sean Dean going after Colton Gunn and Austin Gunn, hitting a dropkick on and then eating a massive shoulder tackle from Shane Taylor. We saw Shane Taylor missed a corner charge. Jay White immediately comes in and hitting the chops and strikes. Shane Taylor dropped Jay White with a Vader bomb, but White rolled out of the way, hit a dragon screw. Guns took out Kali Bravo and dodged a charge from Taylor and then hit 310 to Yuma on Shane Taylor. White came in and hit a Blade Runner or Kali Bravo for the pinfall victory, and the Bang Bang Gang, standing tall, wins the match against Shane Taylor Promotions. Post-match, we saw White cut a promo after the match, talking about how he lost to Jon Moxley, but while one door choked him out, another one opened. He noted how Gabe Kidd has returned with the dogs. Hangman and Brodido helped them, but they didn't need them. White noted that he and the Guns never lost the trios titles and that they were going to knock every trios down. From Swerve and his partners to Hangman and Brodido, the Demand, the Dogs, and they wanted their gold back. And this was a very good promo and setting up the stage for the multi-team trios match for All In. It's going to be a fantastic match. Initially, we are seeing these 5 to 6 teams: the Demand, Hangman and Brodido, Bang Bang Gang, the Dogs, and Swerve and his partners. So let's see what kind of match we get at All In. It's going to be a fantastic match between these 5 to 6 teams for the trios titles at All In. We got a fantastic video package of Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega, including highlighting how the Don Callis family got involved with Omega cheating to beat Moxley for the title, and then Callis betraying him, Ospreay joining the family. This complex story with Omega, Ospreay and Don Callis family and the Death Riders was fantastic, taking several years of stories and feuds and explaining how Ospreay and Omega's relationship was complicated. Ian Riccoboni was a great voice to narrate this video. I think so this was a very good video package to hype up the main event at All In. Omega Ospreay World Title, Wembley Stadium. It's gonna be a banger of a main event. Next up, we saw Nick Wayne and Tommaso Ciampa versus Speedball Mike Bailey and Commander tag team match. Bailey and Ciampa started the match, But soon Ciampa ate some kicks from Bailey. He tagged out. Wayne baited Bailey into tagging out Commander. We saw Commander and Bailey hit Stereo Hurricane Rana, sending their opponents to the floor. Commander almost got his match stolen by Ciampa, but Bailey saved him. This led Ciampa to isolate Bailey, allowing Wayne to hit the Protege Plex on Commander for the pinfall victory. So again, very good showing for Nick Wayne and Ciampa. And I think so all 4 of these competitors will be in the Casino Gauntlet match at All In. We get the hype video aired for Kyle Fletcher versus Okada versus Takeshita, and how Okada was making it clear that if he won, he expected Fletcher to be happy for him as the title stays in the Callis family. So it will be interesting to see who will win the match for the international title at All In. If Okada wins, then the story will be even more interesting. The tension between Okada and Fletcher and the family, it's gonna be a banger match for All In card, and pretty much looking forward to the 3-way at All In. And in the main event, Willow Nightingale defending the women's title against Maya World. Maya World had an inset promo talking about how she couldn't sleep knowing that this was the biggest opportunity of her life. And the match started with some basic exchanges from Willow, overpowering World with a few shoulder tackles. Willow rolled over a drop down and posed, and World did the same, hit a Hurricane Rana and sent Willow to the floor before hitting a crossbody of the apron. Maya World hit a follow-away slam with a bridge for a very close near fall. Willow gave her a lot before beating her up with a roll-up, still making her look strong but clearly being the better wrestler for now. And this was a decent finish for this match, and like the chemistry between these two ladies. So fun main event to close out a very good episode of Collision. The quarter-final matches of the Continental Cup was fantastic, and we get the hype video packages of multiple matches for All In. So overall, a very good episode of Collision. Next week is gonna be a fantastic show as well. We will get the semi-final matches between Kyle O'Reilly and Nigel McGuinness, and also Moxley versus Claudio. And we will see Jack Perry versus Swerve Strickland one-on-one match as well. So stack card for the Glasgow, Scotland Dynamite as well. So that's the end of the show, folks. Please guys, like and share this video, subscribe to my channel, and keep watching Elite Wrestling World.